Hello and blessings, beautiful souls. Sarava and I share to you. How are you today? So this is a little vlog style video in which I would like to talk about how my little sister, who was raised as a witch, fourth, fifth generation witch, decided to close the door on witchcraft and what happened to her when she did that. We are having an incredible experience at the moment because we were all raised as witches, and by we I mean my entire family were raised as witches, and then one day she woke up and said, nope, not doing it anymore, and closed the door. And since then she has had a tremendous, intense, incredible experience. So she's with me today. We're about to head out to have a bit of lunch, but I'm going to introduce you to her and her story because it is deep and meaningful, and it has had us conversing about some really interesting hypotheses about how one closes the door on magic, what can take place, and if you can indeed close the door on magic when you have been initiated time and time again in a particular tradition, what happens when all of these things occur. So stick with me because this is going to be a really interesting little vlog.
I'm Dre. I'm the one who closed the door on magic. So here's my story.
We're filming.
Check one, check two.
Check, 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 check. Got the scissors. Alright, beautiful souls. So I'm sitting here with my sister, and we thought that it'd be interesting for her to tell her story as we unbox a moon box. Now I'm a bit behind on my moon box unboxings. For that I apologise. I apologise, my moon box friends. But you know, it's holiday season, lots of family comes to visit. We've got lots of family here at the moment, and it's just been like crazy. So Adriana, you're going to unbox these. I'm going to interview you. So as you're unboxing, unbox this one here first. How long has it been since you closed the door on magic?
Oh, I want to say more than 7 years, I think.
More than 7 years. And before that, were you an avid participant in mysticism, magic and spiritism?
Yes.
And so you've had, like me, she's had her initiations.
We started early.
We all started early. There's a box inside a box, I'll help you.
That's nice.
Do you like it?
I like it.
Talk to me about the why. Why did you decide to close the door?
Oh, I guess being away from home was one, I think it was the big one, the big why.
Yeah.
Because not being there and not having, because the energy is there, still in Brazil, and then you come here and
it's not here.
It's not here. It's they don't do that, and you just like feel lost and like can't find this, can't find that. So it got difficult.
It's frustrating too when your family calls up overseas and they're like, oh, you're feeling like this is the situation that's going on in your life. This is what you need. And then when they say this is what you need, you look at those ingredients and they're like, these ingredients don't exist, what do I do? And they're like,
it's just hard.
It's hard, yeah.
A lot of money to get all the ingredients here. I think it'll cost a lot.
Like a lot,
just,
yeah.
I'm not a millionaire.
Slowly you learn to substitute. Yeah. It's just not the same. It doesn't hold the same authenticity.
The same
I don't even know how to put it. It's just not. It's not the same.
Definitely the big why.
And so you closed the door.
I closed the door,
and you got a little bit like. You closed the door and you're like, this is a bit hard. Yeah. And then you stepped further. The longer the door was closed, the more you became like just totally disbelieving.
Yeah, I think.
Like you lost faith. She just lost faith. She lost faith. She really did. It was, oh my God, it was so
and I really tried to pretty much find the key to pretty much lock that door.
Yeah.
And I was never able to, so it was like putting boxes there to hold the door shut.
She's like, I can't quite close this door, but I'm just gonna put some bricks, some sandbags, some boxes. Maybe the dust will build up over it, a vine might grow, and but it will never truly be locked.
No, we can't. I don't think you ever able to lock that door.
Not once it's been opened.
Once it's open, that's it.
We were talking about this. We were talking about what happens when you open the door to magic and you do your initiations and you're heavily involved, and then one day you just decide to close that door. And I can't answer that question for anybody else, and I can only answer that question on the basis of observation. And I don't think it's possible. I think that once you walk that path, once you peel back those layers, once you open that door, you can try and close it, but what happens when you try and close it is the next part of the story.
Yeah. There's consequences to everything you do. If you start something, don't expect to just be like, oh yeah, bye, see you later. No, I had enough. It won't happen that way. It just, they really get mad at you. The gods, whatever, if you have the same problem. But they do get angry at you for like, come on, you started something, come on, you gotta keep going.
Yeah, perseverance, you can't just, dedication, all this kind
ignore
of stuff.
Us.
That's right.
We will make you suffer.
Suffering. Chapter 2 is going to be about suffering. What is this? Oh, it's Moldavite.
Nice.
Yeah.
I feel like one of those makeup artists. Just can't put the hand in there.
I'm liking this. This is Moldavite.
Yeah, that's nice.
Let's look very closely at this one. Look at that. Look at that title. It's so pretty.
I like that.
The shamanic roots of witchcraft. This is amazing because we're literally talking about the roots of our ancestral practice.
Yeah, and then that's a nice card.
Golden orbs by that's Australian.
Awareness and the little lion. I'll show you that.
That's from the Animal Spirit Oracle, the Animal Kin Oracle. I don't know. I think it's Scott Alexander King, or maybe it's not. One of them. It's one of them.
I don't know.
A witch's journey. The truest pursuit of our craft is to connect to and retrieve knowledge from higher realms while maintaining the roots that feed into the great soil of the earth. We are continually connecting with the side of the unseen and obscure. As we work to follow the path of the wise, we journey into realms that are filled with visions, emotions, overwhelming healing powers. As we spend time working through different states of being, we truly become intimate with the divine energy that swirls through our very existence. The items within this collection have been created and sourced over multiple calendars. We have been eagerly awaiting to share these tools with you for this very time of the year. Yay! Oh my gosh. Healers of the Forest, Sacred Salt, show them. It's so beautifully packaged.
It's a big size too.
It's big. It's like it's one inside the other, I think. It's a bag inside a bag. That's very secure. What are the flowers? Grandilla or passion flower.
Yep.
Grandilla or passion flower, a wonderful herb. To become familiar with the passion flower brings calming and relaxing energies into our aura and environment, known for its ability to melt away inconsistent negative energies and thoughts. Allow passion flower to accompany you in your journey into higher realms. Nice. What have we got here? Gag root, or lobelia. A strong attraction herb, lobelia has commonly been used to make salves and herbal ointments. Place lobelia within herbal mojo bags to bring urgency to a specific matter in which you would like to resolve. Elemental connections, water.
Ooh, that's
nice. And wild endive root. Endive root or dandelion root. The dandelion root has been a wonderful psychic center herb in our rituals and meditations. Known for its divinatory attributes, dandelion root is commonly used to strengthen intuition and psychic abilities. Dandelion root is also relied upon during the calling of spirits and ancestors. Ancestors.
Nice.
Herbs 8. Herbs 8, ritual tea. Okay, very nice.
A little,
muslin bag.
A little tea thingy. And we have a candle.
Adriana, consequences. What happened when you closed the door to magic and you started like to board up the windows and just like say, nope, computer says no.
All came tumbling down. I always had luck.
An
Nothing
obscene
bad.
amount of luck.
Yeah, nothing bad ever happened to me. Like
No, and perfect timing, synchronicity and perfect timing.
Yeah.
She is a, tell them who your Orishas are.
Oh, Oshun and Ogun. Like one is, I guess she's from love.
Love, kind of an Aphrodite
Riches.
energy.
Yeah, she really is.
Love, riches, water energy, like waterfalls are her place.
Yeah, and the other one, Ogun, is more like a knight.
Yeah, a warrior.
Warrior, yeah. He'll fight and justice. Not really justice, but I guess he will bring justice
To the equation.
yeah.
And he's really good for calling upon to open roads.
Open roads, yeah. And I think that's one of the reasons why it was always like green lights everywhere.
Yeah. Literally the luckiest person, like win things all the time.
Yeah.
Just like the type of person that had flow and could cruise through life with just like all the doors would open at the right time. There'd be divine time. Never frustrated.
No,
She was never ever frustrated.
Always. Yes, I had my way.
She
So
just
I had no
she was
reason
lucky.
to complain.
She was really lucky.
And then all went quite bad.
Oh, that smells good. It's got a real honey
that-
smell.
Ooh, I
That's
like
a
that.
really nice aroma. That's like a real pure, like deep honey smell.
But it's a nice candle, nice size too.
My experience tells me that that's going to be an oil.
Oh yes.
And so you were always a lucky person, and then
then it's just all came like the tower. I was right at the top, just having a good time, and then boom, the tower just got destroyed. It just came tumbling down, and yeah, like good luck started turning to bad luck. Then started with first, I think, would have been money problems,
like one after the other,
yeah, not
after
just
the other.
like, oh yeah, a few months passed and then something else. It wasn't like that.
It wasn't
was just,
your normal string of bad
Yeah,
luck.
like-
Like everyone has a little bit of bad luck, a
Yeah.
little inconsistency in their fortune. Sometimes you get stuck, sometimes you get frustrated, sometimes you get a speeding ticket, and you
Yeah,
know, and these
just-
things happen really
life.
sporadically for most people. Like extraordinarily sporadic, part of life, you know, ups
Yeah,
and downs kind of
yeah.
thing. And it's how you know you're alive, right?
That's it, yeah, like, you know, it comes in threes, isn't it?
Yeah, it comes in
But-
threes. Hers came in like 578s. Like
came.
bad luck, consistent bad luck. It was like she'd stub her toe, she would look up, a bee would sting her, she would walk into like a nest of vipers kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was really
To be super dramatic.
it was so bad. Like breaking, like then started with like body, like health.
Yeah, health,
Breaking bones, like one toe saying, oh, it was so many times. the
broken
same one.
broken stuff, knees and shins and ankles and
then painful wrists, and then came baby, and then I had postnatal depression, and then it's just
a difficult pregnancy.
yeah,
a
it was
super
very
difficult pregnancy.
difficult. I almost lost the baby, so it just got like one after the other.
Yeah, and then
after
the
other.
car accident.
The car accident,
Like
yeah.
multiple car situations going on.
And then it's
Like
just-
obscene car accidents.
Yeah,
It-
and
it,
then-
like the type of, it was incredible. It was
Yeah.
absolutely incredible. And the whole time she's getting like these little taps going, have you checked in with your Orisha? Like, we're not a family that pushes either.
How much
it was
you want.
it was one of those things where you're entitled to choose your own path.
Yes.
This is how you're raised. You don't want to be this way. You don't
do it.
want to follow this path. That's fine.
Yeah.
Follow your heart. Follow
Your
something
heart, yeah.
that, you know, that is good for your heart. And with
Yeah.
with her, she shut the door and then did nothing. Like, she didn't follow her heart. She didn't follow her bliss. She didn't follow her. She just went, no, I'm not doing this anymore, and
How many,
just
yeah.
lost faith. Like, it was just a stalemate. Like,
It was like that, and they're pretty much telling me, how many times do I have to kick you in the bum for you to listen?
yeah, it's like, at first they give you a little nudge. It's a little something.
Like, are you...
And then the warning, if you will, or the attempts to get the attention escalate
yeah.
in keeping with the length of time.
Yeah.
And next minute she's having a massive car accident.
Yeah, and that was like the cherry on top.
On New Year's Day.
Yeah.
That was last year.
That was last year. Yeah.
On New Year's Day. And
drunk driver, yeah.
Like a drunk driver during the middle of the day. She had her son and her
dog,
dog
yeah.
in the car. They were coming back from the dog park. It's your story, I shouldn't be telling it.
Yeah, they're just coming, yeah, just went there for try, because I was having a hard time and being away from family and stuff, and then I thought, no, I'm gonna take my doggy to the river, we're going to the park, we're gonna have a good time. In my head thinking, yeah, we're gonna have a good time. And it was okay.
The time was okay.
It was okay. Yeah. There was snakes, there was stuff, I had to run. So I just like,
so it was okay, right?
Let's go in the car now. I think just did a lot of running today. And then on the way, on the way back from the park, this drunk driver decided to, okay, I'm too drunk to see you, so I'm just gonna hit you. And that's what he did. And then, that was another problem. They never got really, and never got fixed. Like,
no, it was
just,
that in itself. Again, so the justice element, the road element, the body element.
Yeah. He just got away with
smell this.
hitting me. Oh, that's nice.
It's fresh. Let me put it on your wrist. Why? Oh, that's what's going on. There's like a barrier of herbs. Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah, nice. That's the highest realm oil too, by the way. Vision Quest. Oh, open it up. Let's have a sniff. Oh, that smells really minty.
It does.
Oh, that's nice.
Last one, I think.
Take it out. Show the box.
Okay, so it came in a pretty box. I don't know if it's shown like that or like that.
This.
Probably that way.
Yes. It's a rune. It's a fertility symbol.
Yeah. Okay, open another box. Oh my god, it's so pretty.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. I think I'll show it like that. I don't think I can make justice.
Oh, it's so good.
That is just, yeah, oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Take it out. Oh. Oh.
OMG.
Oh my god, why are you doing this?
See? That's really nice. Like, is it leather?
I would say that's leather.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
It feels weird, but
it's cool. It's solid. Look at how beautiful it is.
Beautiful. There's a little crystal.
It's an amethyst.
Yeah. And the same sign. Yeah, the same one.
Oh, so it's
on
etched.
The box. It's here. It's nice. And there's a little parcel.
Oh, this is nice.
Okay.
And so, tell me when you started to get that sensation that they were really trying to get your attention. Like, you knew it. You knew it in your heart that they were trying to get your attention.
I think I had enough of everything. One day I just had a meltdown and I'm like, just sat down and thought, why? Just why? Why nothing's going my way?
Oh, that's moldified.
It's hard to... Yeah, oh my god, that's pretty.
That is it for that one. So this is amazing. Like, look at this.
Look at the crystal.
Yes, it focused. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so that was...
That's nice.
That was...
Oh yeah.
The Witch's Journey.
Okay, what
so this is a naturally shed etched antler with amethyst pendant. So it's naturally shed. That was Moonbox.
Nice. That was nice.
So tell us your story. You had a meltdown.
Had a meltdown and asked out loud why everything was going wrong in my life, why nothing was going right, whys and why. I just decided, no, maybe I should listen, maybe I should ask questions, and everybody's like, you gotta open up. Just open up, open that door, open up. And then I think that's one of the things that I want to do this year. Go back in touch with the spiritual side.
Yeah, she has been literally devoid of spirituality. In fact, it got to a point where she went so the opposite way that she would in an attempt to challenge the validity of a subject or a belief system, she would literally challenge, like, nah, I don't believe
Nah, I
that.
don't believe it.
That's not real.
Nah.
And she's had ghost experiences.
I did, yeah.
She has seen ghosts. I have been with her. Remember that time in Brazil?
Yeah, Brazil.
We had that. We've seen ghosts.
Yeah.
We have had spirit possession experiences.
Yeah, things moving.
The sense is always there.
Yeah.
The urgency and the premonitions.
Yeah.
Like they're.
And you're like, what?
Yeah.
What the damn hell? Everything, yeah. It was just, yeah. I think that was the last thing that happened, and all the technology started dying on me, and then it was just like, time to wake up. Wake up, open your eyes, and yeah, listen.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy.
It's crazy. I think I might have said to her about a dozen times, you need to do a road opener. There still was no road opener done.
No, I think I called a few times people in Brazil, can you help me with this? I need help. Yeah, sure. And never.
Slight lesson in that.
And nothing.
They're not pushy, but
No.
they also won't help you if you don't want to help yourself.
Exactly. And then I never actually went looking. I was like, oh yeah, cool, later, that's fine. No, that was later. Still waiting.
Still waiting. And so today, well, this year your resolution is to do more magic.
More magic.
And you're definitely opening up the door to belief again.
Yeah. It's hard also when you have a husband who doesn't understand
Yeah.
all that and doesn't really support all that. He will never let me have like an altar, or he'll never, like, he'll be saying no. His word will be like, take this crap out of my house.
Yeah.
That will be his thing.
And that's a problem that I think a lot of other budding witches can in fact struggle with, this necessity to feel as though they're in the proverbial broom closet for specific members of the family. And because I've always been really open about my personal practice, like every single boyfriend, long term or short term, that I've ever had has been very much aware. And my now husband, he just makes all the space in the world, like all the space in the world for it, because like it's always been there. Whereas when it's not been there ever, and you try to open up that door, there is an unalignment, a misalignment is the right word, a misalignment of values in that way. It's almost like, well, I married you and you weren't into this, and suddenly like you're into
now
this.
into this. Why?
Which is, it's a silly way of, it's a silly way of existing and thinking, because everyone should evolve. Yes. I genuinely believe that. Yeah. Like everyone should pick up new hobbies and should pick up new passions and creative pursuits. Like I think that that's really healthy, and it shows, growth, personal growth. And whereas if you don't start to include new things in your life, you begin to stagnate. Yeah. And that's terrible. And I think she's been stagnating. Yeah. It's like rotten water you are.
Porn. Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
And shit. People shit on you. Births and
It does happen to you, doesn't it?
Shit happens all the time.
And so she's been going, this has been going on for 7 years. Now, a more self-aware and connected person might have picked up on this a little sooner. However, it comes back to the fact that our practice is extraordinarily ancestral, right? So I came over here and I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find that connection in the same way that she couldn't find the connection. I went the way of neo-paganism, which is its own little story. Yeah. And she went the way of, nope. It's too hard, I'm not going to try. Yeah. And that, that's the difference. That's the difference between approaches. But the fact that there is an absolute lack of that vital ancestral energy here is really, really interesting. Now, answer me this question. When you go in, she's staying in my cottage where I usually do my work, where I have my altar, where I have my statuary, and she recognizes she could walk into that space and she could look at all my statues and go, I know who that is, I know who that is, I know her songs, I know her songs, I know her myth, I know her myth. Like, her knowledge basis is like solid and intact. She knows the old songs in Yoruba and in Portuguese for most of the orishas, the drum beats. She knows, she's got the skills. She's got skills.
I really grew up on that.
And she's witnessed a whole lot as well. A whole lot of incredible stuff. And that's the byproduct of being raised in a tradition.
I really went the African
diaspora way.
Even fighting, I did Brazilian street fighting, which is capoeira, which is totally African.
Yep.
And it involves a lot of macumba as well.
Yep.
Because they believe in that.
That's exactly right. They're dressed white.
They're white.
They have the
little, like, instead of beads, you have the little
sash.
cordell, and they have that, like, and they really, some songs they will bring the orishas into it and bring a bit of that, and it's just really African, really. So I really was into that, all that. I did the whole thing, but it's just never follow up. It's like the lazy way, I guess. Too
lazy
hard.
witch.
I'm not gonna try.
It does take a lot of motivation to self-govern after you have this abundant, like, imagine it like an oasis of abundant energy, all the fruits and all the foods and all the vibes and everything's there in one place, and you don't want for anything. It's not a struggle to find anything, and then you move away and you don't have that anymore, and trying to find that again but in a totally different way can really have an effect on a person.
Yes.
Just is.
Yes. True story. Yes. It's quite hard, and just don't think you're getting away with it, because it doesn't work that way. They'll ask, and they can be cruel as well, like, not to hurt you, but they will teach you a lesson.
Yeah. It doesn't ever feel cruel. It just feels
like, I tried, I knocked on the door, I knocked, and didn't answer. So now I'm just gonna huff and puff and blow the whole thing down.
And it's an old world style of justice. Like, this is how it naturally happens. Which is really, really interesting, isn't it? Crazy stuff. So today what we did is we did some magic, and I set her up, and I've got footage of this which I'll inject in here shortly. I set her up and she did some magic for the first time today, and I dug through my stick incenses. I'm not a stick incense person, folks. I do it from the perspective of just fragrance. Like, stick incense for me is fragrance. When I'm trying to get some real heavy works done, then I will grind up some incense specifically for that. But this one, there was an occasion, and I dug in there and I found my India Brazil stash from when I went to Brazil like 3 years ago now, and I found some Oshun. And I had this Oshun incense, and I'm like, well, she's the daughter of Oshun. She hasn't spoken to Oshun for 7 years plus. And so we burnt a few little sticks of Oshun incense while she crafted a sugar jar. And how did it feel?
I felt good, like hope. That was the thing, because I need hope, I need faith, and it felt good, it really did, it felt good. Hopefully they'll listen, hopefully they're there listening, and it'll help when I'm not asking for much. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I need to win the lottery, or I just ask for the simplest thing, like just open up my eyes, let me just have a bit of luck. Let's not break anything.
Don't break any more of my bones.
Yeah, like, I'm not asking for much. I'm just like, let me have faith again. Like, just let it open my eyes and my mind to the whole experience again. And yeah, it's pretty much that.
And it's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy.
And I'm just trying to get my husband to move here, which is, he's not keen.
Yet. Not keen yet.
No, he's like, no way. But I'm like, oh well, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see how that goes. And so the idea here, we've been talking about how she can actually host her practice, literally hold space for herself in her own house. And so we'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah, I like mud shakes. Mud shakes for the win.
We've got the bounty here. All right, Adriana, you take it away.
All right.
And so we were talking about ways in which she could establish her practice at home in a more clandestine capacity, right? And
my idea
we're floating around ideas, right?
Yeah, like maybe not that box or something bigger, but a little box.
A little box. Her hubby works away.
Yeah, so
too,
I can,
for long periods of time, so for like 19-20 day stretches.
Yeah.
And so she's got like all that time to herself where she can have her practice, have it be more pronounced, external. And then for the 7 to 9 days that he's home, she internalizes her practice. Yeah. She puts everything in a little box.
Like, have a little rest now.
Have a little rest. What have we got here?
Okay. Ooh.
Yacha?
Yeah. I don't even know
what that says. Silver, emerald. Interesting.
Is this the little piece of paper telling what's in it?
Ouroboros. Read it out loud.
I'll let you read it. And I'm gonna...
Alright, there are many internal struggles that we work to subdue and work through on our daily journey. This comes from the natural urge to shed bad habits, past negative influences, and relationships that no longer serve our higher good. As we work with the powerful and ancient symbol of the Ouroboros, we are reminded that these natural processes are meant to be and are a part of our existence. We resonate deeply with the iconic symbol of the serpent dragon eating its own tail, as it brings us a sense of understanding and peace. We begin to fuse our conscious and unconscious minds, embracing differences and transcending duality that may arise within our internal surroundings. These ideas bring us to a state of understanding that may provoke insights on prominent decisions and challenges that would stand before us. In this very important collection, we work with these energies to become more aware of the knowledgeable about the cyclical patterns that work through and around us. The magical items in this box are as follows. Solid silver Ouroboros pendant with emerald inlay. Shut your face! Oh my God.
I'm in love with, I don't know, she showed that, but don't know that one. Ooh, nicely wrapped. Okay, yeah, like it. Okay, let's leave the good stuff for, I guess that's the good stuff.
That's the good stuff.
Oh,
how cute would this be? Like in a little...
Would that be a good... No, that's just a crystal, isn't it?
Take it out. Let's have a look at it.
Have a look. Come with a nice little... That's silver.
Ooh, satin baggie.
Shut your face.
What is that?
Oh my God, it's like rainbow. I don't know if it'll do any justice.
Aura-coated chalcedony.
I don't know if it'll even focus on that. Oh, there you go. I don't know. It won't do justice. But on both sides.
It is stunning.
It's amazing. Oh my God, it's like a mermaid.
How's that for a reaction?
Mermaid. Looks like a
Moonbox.
mermaid tail.
It's a
rainbow.
That's magic.
It is magic. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Well done. Okay, put that one aside. Okay, leave the good stuff. That was a good stuff.
That was the good stuff.
Yeah. Okay, that's oil. So we have a little oil here.
Ooh, Ouroboros. Open it up. Let's have a sniff. I want this to smell sweet.
Okay, so
however,
I'll show you the pack first.
I feel like it might actually smell minty.
Is it focusing? Slowly. There you go. So that's the one. Ooh.
Minty. Nailed it.
It really is. Oh, I like it. But not toothpaste minty.
Probably a more spearmint
And now we have
type
like
of aroma. Oh my gosh. a herbal smoke clearing bundle. That's the correct term now.
Oh, okay. So not a smudge.
No, you can't say smudge.
Okay. Fair enough. Living and learning.
Something about cultural appropriation. I'll explain it to you later.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, we got one.
Oh, we've got an ant friend. There we go.
Okay, got that little thingy here. Oh, I think
nice.
that's a candle. Yes, it is.
It's my favorite colored candle. Second only to that red candle. There was a candle. Oh my gosh, there was a candle that the Moonbox sent. Oh, look at how gorgeous it is. Look at the color. That is my color.
So nice.
That is one of my colors. My color green.
Greenish. Yeah, that's a nice one.
Got a really itchy nose.
So now the good stuff. Do you want to open it?
No, I want you to open it.
It comes with a little, I guess, the
Squidgy. Feel this though. Like if you've never felt this, this is actually ingenious. Right?
Oh.
Hold on to it. And
Oh.
isn't that clever?
Mind blowing.
It's so good. It's so squishy.
It is. Well done. That's.
I just like it for this. Oh.
Pandora. Oh, that's pretty. With the green.
With the green. It's got a little
stone. Oh, don't know if the camera will pick that up.
It'll probably pick it up. Let me just bring it right up close. Come on.
No, I don't even know.
Come on.
Take it slowly. Oh, okay. It's a little. It's like a snake, isn't it?
Yes.
And then, yeah, the head and the little green stones.
The little eyes.
And the eyes got little, same
beautiful
green stones.
little eyes. It's gorgeous. And the emerald. And the emerald there.
It's so pretty.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
It's pretty. That's Pandora. Not Pandora, but it looks like the Pandora thing that I'm eyeing.
Sterling silver print. Oh,
beautiful.
good grief.
Nice. It came with the
Nice
green
little emerald green inlay.
in there. So nice touch.
I
Very
like
nice.
it. I think it's beautiful.
That was it. And
Just
that was
gorgeous.
pretty much it in the box.
That was the bounty. That was the bounty for November, it would seem.
Amazing, amazing.
It's January. That's how far behind I am. We shouldn't be hard on ourselves. Let's not be hard on ourselves in 2020. Yeah, because because it comes from America, I usually get my parcels at the very end of the month. And yeah, it's crazy. End of the month for me is crazy. So we're talking about ways in which you can establish your practice. So we talked about a little box. And so she wants to get some images of Orisha, right? Mm. So Oshun, Ogun.
I think I have to put Oxalá there.
Oxalá. Emanjá. Pra vovó. Caboclo, talvez.
Caboclo.
And
Xangô.
Xangô.
It was his name was in the name of the spiritual temple.
Yeah. So our family terreiro is Centro Espírita São João Batista. And São João Batista is Xangô.
Another version of him, yes.
Do you remember what the call to Xangô is?
Kau Karicili.
That's right. Nailed it.
Which one? Yeah,
Kau Karicili. Photo frames initially until she can, it'd be harder to hide beautiful big statuary, but flat lay photo frames, like beautiful ornate photo frames of particular color with particular symbolism, because with Ogum you have the ferramentas of Ogum, and there are sigils for many of the Orisha, or is that more for Eshu?
I think more Eshu, but I think they have their...
They do have their symbolism, But Eshu definitely has this, their ground sigils, their floor sigils.
What we call the iron things.
Yeah, ferramentas and things like that. And that's the difference between Umbanda and Candomblé too. Candomblé doesn't do statuaries, Umbanda does. So we are wearing there.
Yeah, we're like more the Catholic. I don't know, it's not even Catholic, but like, you know, Catholic churches that have the statues.
The saintly statues.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that.
Mm.
But without involving the Catholic at all.
Yes.
Let's be honest, it will probably burn us alive. No, just kidding.
But we are very good at it. We're very well behaved in a Catholic church. Like, I know how to behave in a Catholic church.
Yes,
I know the things.
I always respect others.
I know the things. I know
Yeah.
the secrets.
I know, yeah.
Not the secrets. Not the real secrets.
Yeah.
I was going to say something inappropriate then. Hold it back. It's the beer. It makes me flow. And so we're going to do one more thing for probably Ogun after she's done her work today. And we might actually release the floral arrangement around her sugar jar, which is like cranking right now. And then release that at a waterfall as an offering as well. And there's a waterfall just up the road. I've never been to this one, but I hear it's very lovely. There's no place to swim, but there is a waterfall space there. And so,
nice. That's nice, yeah.
And that's the story, folks.
Doable.
That's the story of how you are born and raised, 4th, 5th generation, practicing traditional spiritist,
Yeah.
witch, folk magical practitioner.
Yeah.
There you go. And then you just shut the door and go, how's about no?
Yeah. And no.
And then everything breaks.
Yeah, everything just comes tumbling.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it happened like in stages. It was stages of destabilization.
One after the other, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like the normal. Oh yeah, I broke something. Oh cool. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, it was really interesting the way that it happened.
No,
And there was no doubt in anybody else's mind about what was going on. I was like, wow, that's an unusual amount of bad luck. People that weren't even aware of any kind of spiritual system going on or any kind of behind the scenes. Like, that's an unusual amount of bad luck.
Everything
Wow,
I was
she's having some
was
really
dying.
bad luck. Yeah.
Everything, technology, yeah. Touch some. Oh, it's dead. But I just bought it. Oh, it's dead. Damn. Okay.
It was unusual. And that's the thing that we were talking about the other day, is can you be so plugged in? Like, it's an incredible thing to stand inside the terreiro that has seen so much, you know, spiritual action, so many initiations, so many celebratory festivals, so many people you know, evolving through the you know, through the system, through the tradition, and just, you know, the families coming and going and people entering and other people dying, and it's just been,
It's just like,
it's always been a very cyclical, very engaged thing.
very natural.
Very natural. People would come in and then others would leave, and it was never a big ordeal. There was never any drama. It just was very natural and it flowed. But there was always so many people there, like so many people. And our grandmother, absolutely beloved.
Yes, she
Like,
was.
beloved.
Yeah. Her mother was the same. Everybody knew her. She pretty much helped bring babies to the world for a lot of people in that street and town. So people knew her, and then knew grandma, and then so on. And now mom is pretty much the bitch. No one wants to know.
Mother is a different kind of, a different breed.
She's a different breed, yes.
And she's also a kaji.
Yeah.
She's not magical, don't she? And this is the point of frustration with our mother, is that she has always had this incredible interest in the occult, and she wanted with all of her heart to be a magical, don't she? She wanted to be able to receive spirit in her body, but she's an akaji. All right, beautiful souls. Well, thanks so much for hanging out with us for this funny little vlog about how my sister closed the door on witchcraft, lost her faith, went through tremendous bad luck, and now is back in front of that door about to, like, take away all of the boxes, all of the sandbags, cut down all of the weeds and crank that door back open.
Yes.
And it's going to be a process all of its very own, but an interesting unveiling, if you will.
Yeah.
So Yeah, we'll check in again when we can. We live far away from each other. She lives in a totally different state. She lives far north. I live down far south. And so whenever we can catch up and continue this conversation, we absolutely will.
Yep.
But if you have any questions for her, then do put them down below and I'll get her to come on the feed and answer some of those questions, okay? Okay?
No problem. Yeah.
Okay? Charlie. Alright, well the little one's around, so we must go. Thanks so much for hanging out with us, and we will chat to you again soon. Yay!
Thanks for having me.
Oh, and
Yeah.
thanks so much for the unboxing.
Oh yeah, thank you. That was nice. Yeah.
I gave all of the boxes to my sister. Well, not all of them. I got the books because, let's face it, she doesn't read. No, Charlie.
Yeah,
No.
Thanks for having me. Any suggestions, just put them below if you have any ideas or...
Yeah,
just
about
let us
her
know.
clandestine way back into magic. That would be a really interesting conversation
and
to
if you
have.
like a how to move house, just put down there.
Yeah, magical ways in which to
Move house.
We're gonna have that
down
one
there.
sorted
Just
soon, I think.
Yeah, just
Suggestions. Rain them down.
Yeah, well, like, yeah.
I think so. All right, beautiful souls. Talk to you soon.
Goodbye.
Bye.